Jessup.
And I'm Sam. And this is the John Marshall Rand Band 2012 Recruitment video.
Marshall Band is a unique and fun experience where it combines athleticism, musicality, and pure fun into everything.
Yeah, band is hard. I mean, there's no easy way to get through band camp unless you just skip, which I do not recommend. If you skip, I will find you. Anyways, that's besides the point. Band is hard for many reasons. One, the music difference between high school and middle school is huge. I mean, it's a lot harder. It's a lot trickier to get down, and then you have band camp. Band camp is gonna kick your butt if you're not, you know, ready and good to go. During the summer, it would really be good to prepare yourself physically by doing some running and exercises. Speaking of physically, I still gotta work on it, but if you can get like this guy, you'll be good to go. I mean, he's just over-prepared and overdoing it right now.
Should I take off my shirt?
No, you're good.
The hardest thing about band is it's really time consuming. You gotta be really dedicated to do it. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna just have a hard time.
The hardest thing about band is being organized, trying to keep everything straight, such as your dot book, and when you're learning your new steps, your music marks, trying to keep the counts and everything. It's really hard because you never know if if everything's gonna be changed or anything, so you have to keep everything just organized and neat. And if you're not really an organized freak or a neat freak like me, you're really gonna struggle with it and you're really gonna fall behind with everything that comes with this band.
Young money, yeah.
I ain't going out like a sucker, no way.
Some of my favorite things about band is you gotta have this guy Matt Robichaux here. He's one of the beast tubas in 8-1. And then you have all these guys here. They end up being some of your closest friends. And you have Joseph here who plays clarinet. It's pretty. And so we all become lifelong friends, and you meet new people.
Okay. Go.
Aside from the fact of the social aspect of band, I would say my favorite thing is it teaching me how to be more determined and to never give up. I remember when I was in the third band last year, and I pretty much felt like quitting, and then I just kept trying to be the best I could be, practice every day, and made it all the way to area. So I would have to say probably determination.
Okay, so my favorite thing about band is the feel for the competition. The reason why I think it's my favorite part is about the competition because it teaches you self-discipline and hard work and the awards that comes afterwards from your hard work.
My favorite thing about being in band is the competitions because they're amazing and get them.
Probably my favorite thing about band would be all the friends that you make here. I remember when I started band, I knew no one coming in, and now I have friends I'll probably have for a very long time, maybe even the rest of my life. And things like that are kind of hard to come by in life, so I'd have to say the friends and all the people you meet. That's probably the best thing that.
Well, after marching season, pretty much just indoor. We gotta do that.
Indoor drumline. That's what that is.
Yeah, and we gotta stay focused for concert season because no UIL.
Drumline indoors.
Well, it's pretty much marching season just without all the brass and woodwinds, and it's just drumline and pit, marching in a gym.
Color guard is a fine art / athletic activity. It's open to anyone who wants to join, male, female. We spend the first half of our school year on the football field with the band, where we learn a marching show, and then the second half of the season is done inside in just a regular old gym, where you then compete instead of against marching bands against just the color guard units. It's a combination of dancing and spinning 3 pieces of equipment, flag, rifle, and saber, and it's most importantly just a performing art. It's a lot of fun.
From transitioning from athletics to color guard was learning all of the dancing stuff and how to hold the equipment correctly.
Freshmen should consider joining the color guard because it's a great place to meet new friends and have a lot of fun traveling all around the nation.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me.
The most rewarding thing to me is the experience and the friendships and just the memories. I think that's it.
Go.
Now, here at Marshall, there are also other groups and other musical groups, such as the instrumental ensemble and jazz band.
Hello, my name is Matthew Seifert, and I'm one of the assistant directors at Marshall High School. And to explain instrumental ensemble class is to explain an extra elective that you take on top of band or orchestra or choir. In that class, we work on your individual performance skills, your small group or chamber music performance skills, as well as writing skills. We arrange for that ensemble as well as for other things during the class time. And throughout the year, we hope that you become a better musician. The standard that we usually set for becoming a member of that class is that you should be able to play an all-state or a Division I level solo at a memorized level to go to all-state by the end of the year.
Alright, instrument ensemble, it's pretty cool because you get to master your own instrument. I mean, it's kind of a lot of hard work because you have to memorize a solo later on, the solo and ensemble. But I mean, it's really worth it because it just makes you that much better to become a better musician, and just everything else becomes easier once you start actually paying attention and doing more work on your own instrument. So it helps you a lot.
Hello again, my name is Matthew Seifert, and I'm still one of the assistant band directors at Marshall High School. One of the other ensembles I run is called the Jazz Band. It's a true stage band that meets and starts after school as an extracurricular activity only, starting in November. We meet 2 to 3 hours a week, and we perform all the way through April or May at jazz festivals across the state, and sometimes out of state. We take one overnight trip a year, we perform exceptionally difficult music, and and we perform at festivals with other jazz bands throughout the region, including states, both Texas, or I say both, Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma. We find jazz bands all over and listen to great music throughout the year. We do learn how to improv, or at least several members learn how to improv in this ensemble, and we learn how to play as a small ensemble and travel all together in America's own art form, and that is jazz.
Jazz is fun for me. It's a fun way to express myself, and I really encourage you guys on taking it next year. If we get enough people, it'll be a class, so that'd be really fun. And yeah, learn how to improv.
Okay, so I mean, how do I dribble between football and band? Well, I guess, you know, there's always football practices after school, and those would always take, those would be more important than band practices. But then, like during lunch or something like that, I'd have to go and practice on my own or keep up and everything. So you just have to put in more time and to be able to do that. I mean, it requires effort. But you do what you love. So I mean, yeah.
I like to manage my time. I prioritize before I do anything. I complete everything in steps, and I do it according to when things need to be turned in. So if something is due by Friday, I make sure I put that ahead of everything else, and then I do everything after that. And that's pretty much how I manage my time between band and school, at least.
Favorite thing about teaching at March, working with the students. That's my favorite thing. I like working with young men and young women.
One thing, I guess, the biggest thing to do is make sure over the summer that they're doing some type of physical activity, a little bit of something. You know, I know it's really nice and the concept of staying inside, but getting out in the sun a little bit and getting your body kind of somewhat used to being outside a little bit is one of the best things to do, because one of the biggest shocks always is coming in that first couple weeks of band camp and going from being in that 7-degree air-conditioned weather to having to be outside in the 95-degree sun for a couple hours. It's usually it's not the easiest transition. Stress, I don't know how to tell them to really prepare. You know, when you get a chance to start working on the music, just start working the best you can, and you know, start early. You know, get someone to help you a little bit with the fundamentals of how to march and how to move a little bit. The more you do early, the more prepared you are. It should make the transition a bit easier for you, and just meet people and work with people as soon as you can.
Oh.
This is how we get fit for Ram Band.
That's it? I was trying to like, oh, okay. Do what? I got it.
Hey, I'm trying to get crunk.
Tell them how we gonna go. Tell them why they don't hold on. Tell them why they better run. Stand up and get crunk. Stand up.
Okay.
Here we come to get you.
Some people have to learn.
I think officers are important because they serve as moral support for all the band members, and they really take care of the stuff behind the scenes.